Well, hello. 3 years ago, I received a letter which was signed by Mr. Jacques Attali, and he invited me to come and speak with prominent speaker of an association which I just funded with only 15 members. And I really thought, well, how did we find my address? And so I was impressed, and I didn't go because I had something else to do. So I'm very happy to be here today, 3 years later, because now I have many things to tell you. So 3 years ago, I was just graduated, and with a few friends, we'd been very marked. We had memories of our studies, and it was boring. We thought that the contents were never renewed, that it seems that the teachers seem not to be able to step back, and it seems that the business models that they were talking about should be transformed. And all this seemed to be very static. But we traveled the world and we were able to discover a number of very interesting models. We did missions with social businesses. We read Joseph Stiglitz, we know Jeremy Rifkin and Mr. Prealad, and we were passionate. And we thought, well, this is not in the contents of our business school. And people thought we were some sort of hippies. And when we graduated, we thought, well, we have a responsibility. We have to let them know that there are alternative schemes and that they can take part to these new initiatives. And this is how we created NOISE, which is the new Observatory for Social Innovation and Environmental Innovation. So it's an association within that business school which raises awareness of students to social and environmental innovation and helps them commit themselves according to their own skills and knowledge. So 3 years ago, in 2012, we were freshly graduated and we arrived to an event where associations were presenting themselves. So let's envisage a room where we have some 30 associations trying to recruit new members. And we arrive and we have new members, so we take balloons, sweets, and we have flyers looking exactly like this because it looked cool. And so we start trying to recruit new members for NOISE, or association. And so students arrive and you say, oh, hello, my name is Maeva. You would like to have the association for the ski club. So ski club, no, it's not here. Oh, hello, okay, we're NOISE. Oh, you do piano. No, NOISE is not about piano. The music association is there. So basically, we see many people, but nothing happens. But we had a secret weapon. We had this helium balloon. And it changed everything. We talk, the crisis, no problem. We're going to change your job and you're going to find a solution. So thanks to this helium balloon, we were able to recruit 15 members. Yeah, well, it stops after a while. Huh? See? See, it worked. It made us very attractive. And so we recruited 15 members for our association. And we told them everything about microcredit, impact investing, democratic participation, social business, mindfulness, arts. We told them everything. After 3 months, we told them 5 years of experience. And we told them, okay, what do you think? What do you think of NOISE? Do you like our association? What would you like to do? And they said, oh, I don't have my slide. And they said that, well, we didn't get anything. They said, well, I'm sorry, that's too much. Too many concepts, too many buzzwords, too many actors. You know, we never worked before. We're very young. We want to get involved here and now. So we decided to get them to change education. We thought that as students, they were experts in their education. So now NOISE is a school within the school. The idea is that anybody anybody in any school can create a noise association and duplicate this association in their own school. And they're going to use different levers. We have identified 10 levers. One of the levers is the cross-cutting dimension, to get students from different departments to work together. Another lever is the digital era, make a connection between online and offline, well-being, integration of social and environmental dimensions in their classes. So this helps to create a school within the school. So if I'm a member of Noise, I'm going to discover, act, and invent. And so most of the time I'm asked, concretely, what do you do? Well, Noise has been replicated in 6 universities. So there are 6 students, a bit nuts, who thought, well, I'm going to create a community to change my school from the inside. So we are at ESCP, we are at CP, Paris Agrotech, and Dauphine. So fancy, very prominent business schools and top business schools in the world. So it's really an initiative which stems from the students. So I know you want concrete examples. Here are a few pictures, very fresh pictures, which I took last Sunday. And so those are trainings from students for students. This is a conference which took place a few weeks ago with the group SOS, and we could have Joseph 6 Stiglitz and 3 students from 3 different business schools, and here 2 events organized by students. On the top is the closing ceremony of a 6-month mentoring program through which they helped social entrepreneurs, and at the bottom a yearly event of trainings from students for students. So those were concrete examples. What's that? Oh, that's very funny. What's that? Well, Noise is very funny and quite surprising. When I'm asked to describe what's Noise, well, I tried to give example, but it's a bit difficult. The lines are very blurred. It's very difficult to do. Well, Noise is a way of life. It's a vibe. It's an atmosphere. It's not something that you can describe in a few words. Ooh, it seems that things are starting to move in all directions. There was a slide that was great, where you had the address of my internet website and a communication campaign. The communication campaign we used to recruit on top of a helium balloon. Noise is to avoid the midlife crisis. It's the antidote to the midlife crisis. Even if we're not 40, we think it's a good antidote. So maybe we will avoid the midlife crisis. So it's a way to reconnect yourself to this spirit, the kind of spirit which helped us to create this, and which a number of students lack. Maybe you read Krishnamurti, an Indian thinker. There is an energy that we have when we're born, and this energy tends to plummets and disappear as you go with constraints. So we try to get this booming again. So I am the founder of the Bosom Project and of Noise and Blue and ESCP Europe Noise Association, and we create new training structures from students for students. And in the association become actors and are no longer passive in the face of education. So we really believe in this way of changing education. We take into account the positive energy of our students, and that way we can free their energy and free their creativity. So to conclude, that was the slide I wanted you. Oh, see? Hey, it works. Oh, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, that was the slide where we read that Noise is an antidote to the midlife crisis. So, and now our motto is, it was better tomorrow. because many people say, oh, it was better before, it was better yesterday, because in the old days, everybody was employed. In the old days, it was better. Well, you know, it's nice to be happy of what we have, and it will be better tomorrow. So only students can approve whether we are successful. And here you have a few testimonies, but I posted on Facebook a question. Well, I have a conference coming up. I don't know what I'm going to tell them. I'm no longer a student. So what's noise for you? And we had a number of comments on Facebook. I had some 60 comments on my Facebook page. They are on the web page. So if you go on our web page and you click on the tab, what is noise? You'll get all those testimonies. They're pretty funny, and I'm going to read this. Noise is a movement. It's a way of life. It's a way which can help people change their life. It's a student association which helps students to discover innovative initiatives. Noise helps us to open our eyes, gives us a kick in the butt, and helps us to get moving. Well, thank you very much.